Hello guys and welcome to today's video. So today is a chicken kienyeji recipe and a bonus fries recipe. So let's get the show on the road. So in front of you is a mix of fresh garlic, ginger and turmeric. This is zimetoka from the shamba straight, and then that is some cinnamon, black pepper. This is some ginger, powdered ginger. You don't need to put a lot, because this is already the fresh one, and then garlic. So before we continue, I'd just like to welcome you to today's video. Today, as you have seen, we're doing a recipe, and I'm super excited that you've decided to join me today, guys. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share this video on your social media platforms. I would really appreciate. Thanks so much again, and let's get this show on the road. So I'm trying to marinate the chicken, and to add on to the marinade, I wanted to put some tomatoes and hoho, that is green pepper. The green pepper was too big, so I had to cut them into smaller pieces. Up, as you can see, like they are really big chunks, and the blender was just not cooperating. So I just removed and blended them slowly by slowly. So now that it's all blended, we can now go back to the tray. I'm just gonna call it a tray, and then just pour out the mixture of tomatoes and green pepper, and just mix it all up until everything blends in. You saw me using a tablespoon to place the spices, that is the powdered spices, but I was not using the tablespoon measurement. I was using teaspoon measurement. So each spice should be like the size of a teaspoon or less. So just put in the chicken, and then make sure that you rub in the marinade so that the chicken ishike vizuri, so that it can soak in the marinade kabisa. And so because now I want the chicken to like really soak in the marinade, I put it back in the tin where they had been, so that they can, just absorb the marinade completely and entirely. Yeah. This is a very healthy recipe. I would definitely recommend it. Yes. So now I'm just gonna put it in the fridge. You can cover it. You don't need to. It's just up to you. I would just recommend weka tu vile utaeka. Just put it in the way. Put it in. Anyway, so just marinate it for 4 to 5 hours, and then actually the marination process is up to you. You can do it 2-3 hours, the whole night. But for me, in this particular recipe, I did it 4 to 5 hours. And then now boil the chicken. Kienyeji chicken usually has a lot of oil. So at home, what we usually do is we put about 2 to 3 cups of water so that the chicken can boil. And then when you see at Apa Kuna Mali, the oil has collected, we drain that water, and then we continue boiling. After draining you see the way it's so oily, so that this oil is usually drained, and then now we continue boiling it gradually, adding 1 cup after another until the chicken, until the chicken softens. Yeah, hadi hivi. So this is when the water has dried. All of the water that we put in has dried, and now I want to just dry the chicken. Make sure that it's drying. And then the last ingredient to add is the onions. I don't think onions are best for marination. I don't know what you think, but for me, I think that they're just best for cooking and bringing out the flavor, but not the part of marination. Now, because we had already marinated with all those other ingredients, I don't see the need of adding any more ingredients, so I'm just going to add onions and then salt. Although I did add a few more, I did add some soy sauce and some rosemary, but at this particular point, I believe the chicken is even ready to eat. You can eat it at this point. You can shallow fry it with oil, or you can put it in the oven. So for me, I decided to bake it in the oven or put it in the oven. Put it in, put it in, put it in. No, no, no. Yeah, so just place them kwa hiyo tray ya oven. You can actually, as I've told you, shallow fry them kwa mafuta. That's what some of my family members do. But if you'd like a healthier way to kausha the chicken so that it won't necessarily be crunchy, but if you want a healthier way to kausha the chicken, just put it in the oven. As I told you, I put some soy sauce. And some rosemary. Rosemary is the truth when it comes to meat. Any type of meat, be it chicken, pork, beef, whatever, it is the truth. And the truth will always set you free, baby. So just put it in the oven. And then these are the settings. So I'm just gonna put it for about, the thing is, yes, you can put it for like 30 minutes, but you need to keep checking and turning it. But just for so that I can do other things and I can be aware when the drying process is at a certain point, I'll just put a timer. But I prefer to keep checking. Okay? So now this is actually the oil that we drained from the chicken. Now I want to do something to the fries. The fries are already, frying up. So you already know how to fry waru. You know how to fry potatoes. So this is some onions and hoho and then a little bit of salt. And now when the fries zikiva, I just put them kwa hiyo sufuria. And I mix it all up under very low heat so that the potatoes don't overcook and zianze kubomoka, so that they don't become mashed. So this is the chicken. So as you can see, this is the point where I was turning them. So I just prefer checking in on them even though I've put a timer. So now it's ready. I know inakaa kama imeungua lakini ilikuwa tamu. I insist. I also have no plate placing skills. Sijuangi kupresent chakula, but in terms of presentation I'm very poor, but in terms of tastes I'm your guy. I'm your girl. Yes, so as you can see, the food is now ready to be eaten. You can eat with some kachumbari, grains, whatever that you desire. But at this point, I was super hungry and I didn't have time kutengeneza hizo vitu. Ati kachumbari sijui angado. So mi nikaanza tu kukula. As usual, it's always a pleasure to have you guys watching and tuning into these videos. Thank you so much and be blessed. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share this video. Au revoir. Mwah.